Hey guys, I got a word. You know when I get a word, I gotta drop it. But the Lord has been speaking to me about the fruits of the Spirit. And it's so crazy because I've been thinking about this for like 2 weeks now. And my friend just randomly posted and said, you can tell someone by the fruits or something like that. But the world is so caught up with the tangible that we think the fruits are money, designers, the house you have, the car you have. All those things, they perish when you die. You don't die with those things. What the Lord is speaking about is something that's pertaining to your spirit, which is peace, love, joy, forgiveness, happiness. Those are the fruits of the Spirit. See, when you have the tangible, you can kind of represent all those. God is like, what do your fruit look like when you're in an uncomfortable situation? What do your fruit look like when you don't have in the natural? How do you act when you're in distress or when you're in a bad situation? How do you act when life is not going like you want it? How do you represent God when your life don't look like the standard that the world says our life is supposed to look like? How are you acting when your bank account is negative? How are you acting when life is taking a toll on you? That represents the fruit that's inside of you, which is the fruits of the Spirit. Now, yes, you can receive fruit in other ways, but what the Word is talking about, it's pertaining to your spirit. Who are you truly? What do you represent? See, nobody could ever tell that I didn't have a house. Nobody couldn't tell that I didn't have a car. What I didn't have, you couldn't tell. What you seen through me was the Spirit, the living God, which is love, which is peace, which is patience, which is kindness, which is joy. My situation don't reflect what I'm yearning to be like. The righteousness that I'm yearning to have, my situation doesn't reflect that. See, somebody that is in my situation would be angry, furious, just spewing hate. I see it all the time. But when you have the fruits of the Spirit, none of those hardships that you go through, none of those delays, none of the lack, none of the dry, weary days, it don't change who you are in the Spirit. And those are the fruits of the Spirit. Even if I'm not feeling love, I'm still giving out love. Even if I don't feel like my situation is peaceful, I still have peace within. Even when I'm in a waiting season, I have patience. Those are the true fruits of the Spirit. Everybody can be happy when they got everything they asking for. But what do your spirit represents when you have nothing? Check yourself. When a day going by and nothing seems to go your way, how do you respond? And then go back to the Word, and then you tell me if you truly have the fruits of the Spirit. You tell me if you see God within yourself. You let me know. I want to know.